Yo guys, what's going on? My name is Zachary Elbow Fever Furman, and today we'll be looking at a few advanced tips for Sigma. So, each burst has a burst delay between the shots. These burst delays are very long, so you can actually squeeze in a lot of different abilities in between these shots, such as melees and shields. Like that. This is great for a couple different reasons. One, for the melee, it puts you over the damage threshold for both 200 and 250 health heroes. So, if you were to land 2 orbs and a melee, you only need 1 orb to finish off the next target. If they have 250 health, it is 2 orbs, a melee, it is 2 orbs, a melee, and another 2 orbs. If you do not do the melee, it will only do 240 damage, and if you do the melee, it is 170. So Brigittas and Reapers beware. Weaving the shield in between shots is very important as well, because if you just throw the shield and move forward, the shield will go much faster than you are, which is going to be a little bit of a detriment. And also, you cannot be using any other abilities while the shield is being pushed forward. If you were to weave your shots with your shield, then you can maximize your DPS while minimizing the amount of time you are away from your shield. Like that. There is a small period of time between you putting your shield down and deploying it, but again, it is really worth it for throwing in these orbs while doing so. Using your rock ability is extremely important to hit at any range, because even if you are point blank, it does have some sort of knockback CC effect on them. So what you can do is hit them with the rock. They're going to be put into a predictable arc, and you can land your following 2 shots for an insta-kill on all 200 health enemies, since the rock itself does 100 damage and the volley will do 120, like this. Now let's talk a little bit about the amount of damage using your ultimate ability does. Now, as everyone knows, when you slam somebody down, it takes away half of their maximum HP. So for a squishy target like this bot right here, it has 200 health, so it gets flown up in the air and slammed down for 150. But the act of just being picked up does an additional 50 damage as well, and you can also weave in a couple of volleys while they're flying up. So what you can do is shoot a volley, Q them, pull them up for 50, shoot them, and drop them again. And if you even do it fast enough, you can shoot a volley, pick them up. As they're flying up in the air, you can land a 1-2 as they're flying. It's just a little bit harder of a shot. Then you can hit them again once they're suspended, and then they get slammed down. So in total, you get 120 plus the 50 plus another 120, another 120, then the slam down. Without the slam itself, that does 410 damage if you were to land all of your shots. Then you get the 50% max HP on the slam. This means if a Roadhog doesn't have a vape, you can absolutely just destroy him using the volleys in between and before your ultimate. Aim for center of mass. Headshots do not do any more damage than body shots. Second thing, make sure you are tracking your shots. If you try to flick, you're most likely going to miss at least one of your orbs, if not both. And of course, make sure you're weaving in your melees whenever you're close enough to actually hit your enemy at that range. If you do, then you will add an extra 30 damage to each volley, and you can output a lot more damage. If you're further away, then you could also be weaving in your shields like we were talking about. Now that we talked about tracking our shots with our orbs, let's talk a little bit about range. At 25 meters, your orbs will start to explode instead of actually hitting directs. Now, it is way more important to hit direct shots than hitting the explosion, so always stay closer than 25 meters. I like to think about staying at the 20 meter mark because it is about equivalent to your Roadhog hook. So this is a really nice reference for all tank players to stay about 20 meters away, maybe just slightly farther back, and you can definitely be farther forward. Because if I can show you here, once I reset my bot, how much damage I do on the burst. Alright, nearly nothing, right? That's 2 bursts right there. It does like 70 damage. compared to if I take a step forward and land the directs. Alright, I can do 240 damage. Make sure you use your barriers a lot. Your barriers is extremely flexible. Unlike Orisa, you can just take it away and put it wherever you want at any point in the fights. This is extremely important just because this flexibility allows you to do a lot more and be a lot more mobile. Now, also like a Reinhardt though, you need to make sure you are paying attention to your shield's health. If you are not using it, you should not have it up. So if the enemies are dead, put your shield down. If you are fighting here and then you're rotating over here, take your shield down while you're making this cross. Cool, and that's all I have for you guys today on Sigma. Hope you guys really enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe. I will have a discussion video about Sigma and how he fits into the 2-2-2 meta, both in competitive play and in the Overwatch League. So yeah, I hope to see you then, and hope you learned something new. Peace out.